Good morning. We're back. So I can't tell you what a privilege it is and an honor to be back. And Auntie Faye from Wellington South Coast said to us the other night, I love that the Army has brought you guys here, brought you guys back to invest in our young people. Isn't that wonderful? So why don't we welcome our most valuable treasure, the kids of Congress. Let's welcome as they come in.
All right, this may be a little bit different for some of you this morning, but we wanted to have some fun. I feel like we need to limber up a little bit. So for those of you that are up for this, why don't you get up on your feet? And I know I don't want anyone to pull a hammy, so we're gonna stretch a little bit. So let's shake it out.
We'll have a bit of fun with the kids.
All right, now follow along. Here we go.
This is called the moving song, moving song, moving song. This is called the moving song, moving song, moving song. This is called the moving song, moving song, moving song. This is called the moving song.
All right, everybody follow along with me. Face this way. Everybody move to the left. Move to the left. Move to the left. You got it. Everybody move to the right. Mind yourself on the balcony.
And stomp your feet, stomp your feet, stomp your feet, stomp your feet. Raise your arms up high and wave them like jelly.
Now just the boys in the house. The boys sit down. Cause we're the boys. And the boys stand up.
That's right, nice.
You got it.
The girls turn, the girls sit down.
Ladies.
Cause you're the girls. And the girls stand up again.
This is feeling good, Steve. We can do more. Ready? Everybody sit down. Way down, down. Everybody stand up.
Nice.
Oh, that was a big
Let's
one.
try it faster. Sit down, stand up, sit down. Come on to the balcony. Sit down, stand up, down, up, down, up, down.
This is called the moving song, moving song, moving song. This is called the moving song, moving song, moving song. This is called the moving song, moving song.
Come on, guys, down the front.
This is called the moving song,
Yeah.
moving song, moving song.
Well, you got to understand that God gave you some hands.
That's right.
So raise those hands in the air and give someone a high five like you really do care.
High five, high five,
High five.
high five.
That's someone else a high five.
High five.
And someone
Nice,
else
student
a high
youth band,
five.
high fives all around. Now raise those hands in the air and let me hear snapping. And bring those hands together as we praise our God with some clapping. Woo! That's some nice clapping out there. Salvation Army's always good at clapping.
There's some good moving. But now we're going to go pro.
Oh, boy.
Can you keep up? I don't
Come on,
know.
guys, let's do it.
Here we go. Follow along. Do the Dougie. Do the Dougie. Do the Dougie. Do the Dougie.
Do the mark. Yeah, this is called the mark move.
Let me see you do the Steve.
Yeah, I like to chop wood, I guess. I don't know.
And the robot freeze. Can you move like a robot? Oh, we can. Well done.
This is called the moving song, moving song, moving song. This is called the moving song, moving song,
the moving song.
This is called the moving song.
All right.
The moving song.
It's going to get real crazy now.
This is called
Let's
the
see
moving
your
song.
favorite moves. Everybody, freestyle.
Come on, guys, let's
I
do
want to
some
see
moves.
everybody moving.
Yeah, moving.
Oh, yeah.
And grooving.
You want to see the TCs, what you really want to see.
Yeah, moving. Woo!
I want to see everybody moving.
Come on, right up there in the back. Show us your moves.
I want to see everybody grooving.
Yeah, moving
All right.
and grooving.
I want to
Oh,
see
Mark, I like
everybody
it.
moving.
It's a bit
Woo!
of Michael Jackson, see?
Wow.
I want to see everybody grooving.
Yeah, moving and grooving.
And freeze! Let's hear it for the young people this morning.
All right.
Take a seat, everyone.
Woo! All right.
Take a seat where you are. Right, we have had the privilege over the last few days of hanging out with the greatest treasure of the Salvation Army, our young people, right?
Well, to be honest, Mark, it's where the real action's at, right?
It's where the real action is, and we have been talking about, our theme has been Jesus is my hero. We've been talking about the life and some of the extraordinary things that Jesus did while he was here on earth that shows that he is a greater superhero than any other, even in the greatest movies. So we want to let you in on a little of what we've been learning about these last few days. So let me transport you back to first century Israel.
All right, so we've been looking at some Bible stories. Now, the first Bible story we took a look at was the story of Jesus' birth. Now, of course, involved in that story is Mary. Now, young Mary here, she was engaged to a young man by the name of Joseph.
Hello.
Hold on, yeah. He had to do something in this, all right? I'm sorry. Okay, so there's Mary. Now, Mary and Joseph were engaged to be married. Well, one day Joseph noticed that Mary had been packing on the kilos, you know, and at first he thought it was meat pies and sausage rolls and milkshakes, but then Mary said something. She said, Joseph, I'm going to have a baby.
Joseph, I'm going to have a baby.
Whoa!
Now, Joseph was a little bit shocked and surprised.
I'm a little bit shocked and surprised.
But wait, there's more. Because then Mary said, well, Joseph, don't worry, because it's God's baby.
It's God's baby.
Now, thing is, see, Joseph, that was supposed to be helpful, but it actually made Joseph even more surprised and confused.
I'm even more surprised and confused.
You see, he was a smart guy, and he knew it wasn't very normal for people to have God's babies, right? But anyway, just to try and clarify things, God sent down a bit of a messenger. Check this out. Watch this.
It's God's baby.
So that cleared things up a bit for Joseph, and after that, he kind of realized, okay, maybe Mary's telling the truth. Now, so the first Bible story we looked at, it helped us understand that Jesus is real. He is super real. Not made up, he's for real. Now, the next Bible story we looked at was pretty cool. You see, one day, Jesus and his buddies, the disciples, decided to go out for a bit of a paddle in the boat. So they climbed in the boat, and they set out to sea. Now, Jesus and the disciples, they'd had a bit of a busy day, and Jesus was a bit tired, so are you guys all right?
Yeah, it's good. We couldn't afford a bigger boat, but this is fine. It's fine.
Well, we asked for a bigger one, but this is what THQ gave us, so. Okay, so anyway, it's a good boat. In fact, they said to us, guys, we've booked you one-way tickets. You can use that to get home. Oh, thanks a lot. So anyway, back to the story. So Jesus is tired. He takes a nap in the front of the boat, right? Take a nap. Go on. Right. Now everything's fine and dandy until all of a sudden a bit of a storm picks up. It starts getting a bit rough.
Whoa! Oh, it's getting freaky here.
Now, that's all fine and dandy, but then the storm gets even worse. And it starts thundering. And the waves are crashing all over the boat.
No.
And it starts raining.
No, this is Congress.
Actually, can I have a go?
You don't do that at Congress. No. It's imaginary. No.
The disciples were so afraid of the storm, they thought they were going to die. So they woke up Jesus, who was still asleep, by the way. They woke up Jesus.
Wake up, Jesus.
We're going to die. Help us.
Look me right in the eye. Wake up, Jesus.
So they woke up Jesus. Now Jesus stood up. And this is the crazy bit. Check this out. Jesus stood up. He eventually stood up in the boat. You okay, buddy? All right. And he looks out of the storm. Okay, that's enough storm. Don't get me. He looks out of the storm and he says, "Yo, storm."
Yo,